Even the most robust cloud platforms can experience disruptions. Understanding the causes, consequences, and proactive strategies for mitigating the impact of an Azure outage is crucial for any organization relying on cloud infrastructure. This essay explores the multifaceted nature of these events and how businesses can build resilience. Navigating the cloud's imperfections. Understanding and mitigating Azure outages. In today's digital-first world, cloud computing isn't just a convenience. It's the backbone of global commerce, communication, and innovation. Microsoft Azure stands as one of the titans in this arena, powering everything from small startups to multinational corporations with its vast array of services. Its promise of scalability, reliability, and global reach is incredibly compelling. Yet, even the most sophisticated and redundant systems are not entirely immune to the unpredictable nature of technology. The reality is that disruptions, however rare, are an inherent part of operating at such an immense scale. When a critical service goes offline, even for a short period, the ripple effects can be profound. For businesses, this isn't merely a technical glitch. It's a potential crisis that can halt operations, erode customer trust, and incur significant financial losses. Understanding these events, particularly what constitutes an Azure outage, is no longer just for IT professionals. It's a fundamental aspect of modern business continuity planning. This essay will delve into the various facets of Azure service disruptions, exploring their common causes, the far-reaching consequences they can trigger, and, most importantly, the proactive strategies organizations can employ to build resilience and navigate these inevitable challenges. The inevitable reality of cloud disruptions. Despite continuous advancements in infrastructure and operational excellence, the concept of a perfectly available system remains an elusive ideal. Cloud providers like Azure invest billions in redundant hardware, geographically dispersed data centers, and advanced automation to ensure maximum uptime. However, the sheer complexity and interconnectedness of these global networks mean that vulnerabilities, whether human-induced or systemic, can occasionally lead to widespread issues. It's not a question of if an incident will occur, but when and how prepared an organization will be to respond. A significant Azure outage can manifest in various ways, from a specific service becoming unavailable in a particular region to broader connectivity issues affecting multiple services across continents. These events serve as stark reminders that while the cloud abstracts away much of the underlying infrastructure, the responsibility for application resilience and data protection remains a shared endeavor between the provider and the customer. Embracing this reality is the first step toward building a robust cloud strategy. The modern digital landscape demands unwavering availability, and any interruption can have immediate and tangible impacts. Therefore, a comprehensive understanding of how these disruptions occur and what steps can be taken to mitigate their effects is paramount for any enterprise relying heavily on cloud services. Unpacking the causes. A multifaceted challenge. The reasons behind an Azure outage are rarely singular. They often stem from a complex interplay of factors, ranging from software glitches to physical infrastructure failures. One common culprit is software-related issues. This can include bugs in new deployments, misconfigurations introduced during updates, or cascading failures where a problem in one component triggers issues across dependent services. The intricate web of microservices and APIs that constitute a cloud platform means a small error can quickly propagate. Hardware failures also play a significant role. Despite robust redundancy, components like network routers, power distribution units, or storage arrays can fail. While Azure's architecture is designed to isolate such failures, A rare confluence of events or a critical single point of failure, however unlikely, can still lead to broader service interruptions. Even environmental factors, such as extreme weather conditions or natural disasters affecting data centers, can contribute to localized or regional outages. Furthermore, human error, despite extensive automation and rigorous procedures, remains a factor. An accidental misconfiguration, an incorrect command executed by an engineer, or even an oversight during maintenance can inadvertently trigger a widespread Azure platform outage. External factors like DNS resolution problems, BGP routing issues, or large-scale DDoS attacks can also disrupt connectivity and accessibility to Azure services, demonstrating that the cloud's perimeter extends far beyond its physical data centers. The ripple effect. Consequences beyond downtime. The immediate and most obvious consequence of an Azure outage is downtime. But its ramifications extend far deeper than simply inaccessible applications. For businesses, the financial impact can be substantial. This includes direct revenue loss from halted e-commerce operations, inability to process transactions, or missed service level agreement (SLA) penalties. Beyond immediate losses, there are often costs associated with recovery efforts, extended support, and potential legal fees if critical data or services were compromised. Beyond the monetary, an outage can severely damage an organization's reputation and erode customer trust in an age where users expect seamless, 24/7 access. Even a brief interruption can lead to frustration, negative publicity, and customers migrating to competitors. This loss of goodwill is often harder to recover than financial losses. Operational disruption is another critical consequence, affecting internal processes, supply chains, and employee productivity, potentially bringing an entire business to a standstill. Moreover, a significant service disruption can raise concerns about data integrity and compliance. If data becomes unavailable or corrupted, it can lead to regulatory scrutiny and potential fines, especially for industries with strict data governance requirements. The cascading effects of an outage underscore the necessity of proactive planning and robust resilience strategies to safeguard not just technology, but the entire business ecosystem. Building resilience strategies for mitigation. While no system is entirely immune to failure, organizations can significantly mitigate the impact of an Azure outage through strategic planning and architectural best practices. The foundation of resilience lies in designing applications with geographical redundancy and fault tolerance in mind. Utilizing Azure availability zones and deploying applications across multiple regions ensures that if one zone or region experiences an issue, services can seamlessly failover to another, minimizing downtime. This distributed architecture is crucial for high availability. Robust monitoring and alerting systems are equally vital. Proactive detection of anomalies and immediate notification of potential issues allow teams to respond swiftly, often before a minor problem escalates into a major incident. Implementing comprehensive logging and tracing capabilities provides invaluable insights for diagnosing problems and understanding the root cause post-incident. These tools are the eyes and ears of your cloud environment, essential for navigating an Azure downtime event. Developing and regularly testing a comprehensive disaster recovery DR and business continuity plan (BCP) is non-negotiable. This plan should define clear recovery time objectives (RTO) and recovery point objectives (RPO), outlining how quickly services must be restored and how much data loss is acceptable. Regular drills ensure that teams are familiar with the procedures and that the DR strategy works as intended when a real event occurs. Finally, some organizations opt for a multi-cloud or hybrid cloud strategy. distributing critical workloads across different cloud providers or between public and private clouds. While this adds complexity, it can provide an additional layer of resilience, ensuring that a widespread outage in one cloud does not bring down all operations. However, this approach requires careful management to avoid introducing new points of failure. The human element, preparedness and response, technology and architecture are only one part of the resilience equation. The human element is equally critical. Having a well-trained team with clear incident response procedures is paramount. This includes defining roles and responsibilities, establishing communication protocols both internally and externally, and ensuring that personnel are equipped with the knowledge and tools to diagnose and resolve issues efficiently during a crisis. Regular training and certification in Azure operations and incident management are essential. Investments. Beyond training, conducting regular tabletop exercises and simulated outage drills can significantly improve an organization's preparedness. These exercises allow teams to practice their response in a controlled environment, identify gaps in procedures, and refine their communication strategies without the pressure of a live incident. Learning from these simulations helps build muscle memory for effective crisis management. Finally, maintaining a strong relationship with Microsoft Azure and understanding their incident response and communication protocols is crucial. Subscribing to Azure Service Health notifications, following official communication channels, and knowing how to escalate issues can provide timely information and support during a service disruption. Being informed allows businesses to make better decisions and communicate effectively with their own stakeholders while preparing for an Azure outage. In conclusion, while the promise of cloud computing is immense, the reality of operating at hyperscale means that service disruptions, including an Azure outage, are an inevitable part of the landscape. Organizations must move beyond simply hoping for continuous uptime and instead embrace a proactive, multi-layered approach to resilience. This involves architectural foresight, robust monitoring, comprehensive disaster recovery planning, and a well-prepared human team. By understanding the causes, preparing for the consequences, and implementing intelligent mitigation strategies, businesses can transform potential crises into manageable challenges, ensuring continuity and maintaining trust even when the cloud experiences a hiccup. What steps has your organization taken to ensure its resilience in the face of potential cloud service disruptions?